there is no end to drama in Rajasthan now, and even as there is muscle flexing from Gehlot's side, Pilot camp is not far behind, because now hoardings featuring Sachin Pilot with that read Satyamev Jayate, Naye Yug ki Taiyari are now being seen in Jodhpur in Rajasthan. These posters pushing for Sachin Pilot to finally get his place as was promised to them, is what his camp claims 2 years ago after he piloted that rebellion. Back into the Congress ranks, he did lose the PCC chief's position. He lost the position of the deputy chief minister, now only an MLA. But as the crisis there brews in Rajasthan, Sachin Pilot and his supporters eyeing a way in for him. And these posters that have now cropped up in parts of Jodhpur are testament to Pilot camp also making overtures. Even as Ashok Gehlot and his supporters are trying to issue an ultimatum to the top brass with resignations, at least 76 of them. The Pilot camp is not far behind as far as the optics are concerned. They too have jumped into this fight, pushing for Sachin Pilot to be made the Chief Minister of Rajasthan and replace Ashok Gehlot, as he eyes a national role and is set to file his nomination as the contest of the Congress's president. Remember, sources are also telling your channel that it's possible that Ashok Gehlot may not file his nomination until this crisis, leadership crisis in Rajasthan, is sorted. He wants Sonia Gandhi, the national observers, the top brass of the party to accede to his terms, all three of which were confirmed by Ajay Makhan, as were reported on your channel here this morning. But that is not deterring Sachin Pilot and his supporters from making those kind of overtures. We're also learning that Sachin Pilot is already in touch with Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi about the future course of action as far as his role in the party is concerned, as far as his role in the state politics is concerned. Remember, Rajasthan goes to elections end of next year. A year and a half still left to go. Long time for Sachin Pilot to be heralding the party. And that's exactly what his supporters are now seeking. Pallavi Ghosh is with me for more on this. It's a game of optics, Pallavi, isn't it? Yesterday it was Gehlot supporters, and now we're seeing Pilot supporters as well making these overtures.
And Jodhpur is interesting because Jodhpur happens to be the constituency of Ashok Gehlot, and that's his turf area. So it's been very strategically put up in Jodhpur, which is a turf of Ashok Gehlot, clearly by the supporters of Sachin Pilot. And to make the point that we are making inroads into your territory as well. Well, once again, I mean, it's the same redact moment. I can only say that, Poonam. It's again the same time where again we're seeing a fight between two camps. And will it be at the cost of the Congress party? Elections are there in 2023, and Pilot supporters have often made the point that last time round, when the so-called rebellion had taken place and Sachin Pilot had decided to go back to Jaipur, he had been given a commitment that he would be made the chief minister at some point of time. See, Sachin Pilot has been making it also very clear that you need to make me chief minister at a time when we are well ahead of elections. Otherwise, I just become a lame duck chief minister with no power at all, and it doesn't make any sense because no one listens to you, we don't get any orders made, and therefore it doesn't make any point as far as his political career or his tenure as a chief minister goes. I think what the Congress leadership was also looking at and hoping for was to kill two birds with one stone. You solve that problem of who is the leader of the Congress party when Ashok Gehlot becomes the president, and at the same time the long postponed decision on Sachin Pilot as CM would also be taken. However, it never went according to plan, and we've seen what has been happening since yesterday, and these posters being put up there only make the point across that Pilot's camp too will not back down. They're also going to put up an equal fight just as Gehlot's camp did yesterday, which means it's Gehlot versus Pilot war once again. And therefore, this essentially means that the Congress government over there is under siege, and also the Congress party looks very, very divided, and the Congress leadership at the center again looks very weak.
Absolutely, because someone as Ashok Gehlot, someone who's believed to be a close aide, a loyalist to the Gandhi Parivar, has decided to, strike this discordant note as far as Rajasthan is concerned. Perhaps was least expectant by Sonia Gandhi, but this headache really in Rajasthan that started about 2 years ago with Sachin Pilot at the helm of that rebellion has now spiraled into a much bigger crisis.
Oh yes, absolutely. And as I said, I mean, Pooja, I mean, the Congress party began by hoping that this would solve a problem once again. And once and for all. If Gehlot comes over here, and remember the Udaipur resolution, the one man, one post argument which was pushed forward. Initially, Gehlot, if you look at the sequence of events, was very reluctant on that resolution. He said that there is no such thing which is applicable in the context of Rajasthan. His meeting with Rahul Gandhi and the fact that Rahul Gandhi at a press conference very openly says that the Udaipur resolution must be followed just goes on to show that this is what the Congress leadership wanted. And I think Gehlot was then left with no choice. What then next happens is a CLP meeting is called. At the CLP meeting, 2 observers fly down. Unfortunately, it doesn't end in a simple resolution. It becomes a show of strength by Gehlot's supporters, which makes it look like a rebellion from Gehlot and the Gehlot camp, even at a time when we were expecting that Ashok Gehlot would be here at the AICC headquarters filing his nomination papers possibly today and tomorrow. So these are very key and fast-paced and but very, very significant developments which are taking place, which is bound to cast a shadow on Ashok Gehlot's future, possibly as the party president. Will that really happen? Will he file his nomination papers? Even if he files his nomination papers, will he now get the support of the 9,000 delegates which are required? So several questions, no answers being thrown up yet.
Absolutely. Stay on with me because it's not just about